this water's built up overnight. It was settled, it was really clear. And as I've been pulling dirt out of here, it's been getting mucky. But this may seem at first like a bad thing, but now I'm thinking to funnel this water and channel it and harvest it, direct it, and collect it into a reservoir that I can design down here. I have to bridge here and put a piece of wood there so that I can go ahead and put the railroad ties across and have something to sit it on. So I have a piece of wood right here, and that's going to go right here. It should be just long enough to give me a little extra to hold it for support, and then sit there. I'm going to open this up next, open up this canopy a bit so that I can work here and carve this dirt out. And there's going to be a railroad tie that will be the header in here, and then it'll be a ramp dug up into the tent for me to walk down. No dirt above my head here, but then the header starts, and that's where the railroad ties start going all the way down. The water is pooling a bit from the water table. I'm going to divert it and harvest it, divert it into like an aquifer down here, and then I'll harvest it for my water filtration instead of having to even need a hose. It's so natural, so beautiful. I can already see it now, and I could put fish in there, something edible, cave fish, cave moss, and cave fish, just in case I got to stay down there for years. A rabbit in the yard. I want rabbits to live down here too. I think that would be super sweet. A couple of 2x6s zipped together to make a 4x6 type of deal, and it's really strong. Drop in, I gotta cut and carve that out. So this will hold up my railroad tie, starting with the header, working our way back. Chiseling out this channel here, and then drop in this piece here. I've opened up the tent a bit. I got my support in place to support the first header, and then the next few beams coming down are going to be supported on this piece of wood here. Likely going to try to get this completely covered tonight so I can get in here, start chiseling inside the tent at the path to come on down. I backfilled this area here where the potatoes are, where I put the support for now. I may chisel it out later, but I want that soil in there to really pack it tight to hold. This is an exciting moment. The first tie is getting slid down, locked into place to continue all the way down. I got the stack out here. Yes. Did you see that, Bubba? Holy smoke. It's finally starting to look like something, huh? They're heavy. They're heavy, but it's awesome seeing it come together. Sun's going down in the back here. I got 5 ties in place. I'm gonna start working on the inside and getting it dug out. I started a pot of coffee, and for the next few hours or so, it's like 5 o'clock and it's dark. I'm gonna dig in there and really start digging. I'm gonna have to divert water, but I'm excited about this water. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do some cool things with it. Fish, just gotta divert it away. See, I'm thinking the walls up under the wall down at the bottom, I can dig channels that would be out of my way, out of the walkway, and they'll be deeper, and it'll allow water to pool underneath the wall there and out of my way. And then I could harvest it, maybe cut a little cubby is what I was thinking, like cut a cubby in there, and then I can scoop water from buckets and use that to fill my water filters. And if I can do it right, I can keep the water out of my way and pooling right there. Just pool it there. So we'll see how it all plays out. Whoa. What happened overnight? My goodness. Hello, piglets. Hello, sir. Just in time. Oh my gosh, look at this. Today's the day to get all the rest of the railroad ties in place, and then I will be walled in and I can start digging. I have a little bit already, and start getting in from the inside of the tent and get the rest of this out of here from there, and it'll be warm. The wood burning stove is burning strong, and that should heat up enough once this is all sealed over to allow me to work until it's all dug out, and then I can bring the stove on in at some point down here. Now that I've had my coffee, I'll make another. I make like 2 cups a day, and sometimes it carries over until the next day and I'm drinking yesterday's coffee. It's a funny thing. I don't know how many pounds exactly these railroad ties are, but they're heavy. They could be 400 pounds. I'm gonna let you guys watch me carry one, and you'll see. Just it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's well worth it. Check it. Lifting it, dropping it, then rolling it. See that? Sorry, garden, buddy. Hi, version. Yeah. Okay. Now that one I gotta adjust just once a little bit here. Don't fall in. Like that. Watch your paws, Bubba. Perfect. I know, buddy. Hey, Garnet. This way, you gotta go push this way. You know what we discussed, buddy? This way. Crazy. It goes from summer to winter overnight. Wild. Well, fall to winter. I guess you can't say summer, but it freezes quick. Got 2 geese. I built this gate here, so it's gated off here at the tents, and it's gated in here down to this point where I put strawberries in. In here is the ducks enclosure. It's the duck run. I got to continue with the hardware cloth to really seal up the bottom end of this so no littles get in or out. And then this will be great for the ducks. They're not closed in right now. They're all running around everywhere. They got a little pond over there, and it's great. Pigs, so the pigs, the mud is a consistent thing that I can scoop it out with the little channel I dug, but it's gonna freeze here in a minute, and I'm gonna open this up back there through the woods going into next season when we have a bunch of piglets as well after they breed, likely more towards the end of the winter, I would think, into early spring. Water, I gotta remake and build a bigger water dish. They're getting bigger and they're knocking that over every time. I gotta refill it, set it over here, the feed trough. I scoop it out, shovel, I fill it with the grains, and they're kind of floating over here in their house on these pallets, and I got to build that bigger. So a lot of expansion that's got to be done with pigs, with everybody, everything as we go and grow. Put a light up in the goats shed, so that's halfway walled in, but they got heat in there now. So when one of the goats is pregnant, about to pop, don't know when, but soon. So when she does, there'll be heat in there she can choose, and then I can adjust accordingly and position her with her babies under heat. And that's some really important to watch for, because that's coming really soon. Halfway there. Oh, here we are. A little more than halfway done with the rooftop. Set this up, start digging, cook some food. It's about lunchtime. Make some coffee. Okay, back here, I am uncovering my potatoes a little bit. I'm opening them up, and then I'm adding soil. I'm gonna scoop it from over here, and I'm gonna put it over top here to fill in the empty airspace. And this is all spent bedding, and I'm gonna grab leaf litter too. There's a bunch more spent bedding, and I'm gonna pack this tight, make a nice mound over this. These are all potatoes, same way. Now you see there? Beautiful. And they're all spaced up, 3 levels of them inside each one of these, and then covered and ready for the winter, and add a little crust of soil. I'm gonna pack the sides as well with some soil. Not really pack, but just kind of get it in there, backfill it, and it'll settle on its own. It's got some of this in there, and all that's gonna settle on its own and insulate it for the winter. But like I say, with the little layer of soil, I can crack it if I really need to get in there and get to some all winter long, is my thought. But I don't think I'm gonna want to. I'm gonna want it for seed. Here is one that I could access from right inside the hole here. I start eating those. I got another one inside that I'm eating on now. I got a lot. Probably make those 2 bins right there last couple 2 or 3 months, and all the rest, 12 total, will be for seed for next season. Guy just made a comment saying that it might fill up with water when it rains. Little does he know. That's what I'm hoping for. Because, well, the water table, it's going to be a resource. And primarily this whole thing is for this winter. Come the rainy season, it's going to be warm enough, you can be back up topside. Then use this Hobbit hole as a root cellar. Maybe by then you'll need it as a bomb shelter. But so clever to see, but clever is to see where this goes. So just non-stop continuing at it, hacking at it with this water pooling, the water table thing. I don't know how it's ultimately going to play out, but I have a big vision for being able to use it to my advantage. Inside the tent now, I'm starting to descend. I will be digging out this soil and I'm going to toss it all to the side. This gnarliness. Look at that water down there. You believe that? I'm going to have fun trying to go Gaddafi on that thing. I gotta go ahead and throw the rest of the ties up. I put one strap on for the most of these. I got about 6 more railroad ties that gotta go on down there, and then it'll be capped up. This is a ramp, a down ramp. That's progress.